He has a roadmap to help any single person on the internet go viral through short form content. Okay, I'm talking about our guest, Logan Forsyth, who's the CEO and founder of Media Scaling.
Question, what platform is king right now?
If I could only choose one platform, I would choose YouTube.
It's arguably the hardest to build.
Arguably the hardest, money's made in the heart.
You and your partner, your best friend, you guys break a rule. And the rule is, but not all friends make good business partners, but all business partners make great friends. You heard that before?
Not really, because business partners make great friends,
yeah.
right?
What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome to another episode of Dawgs Gone Wild podcast. Your host, Mike Barron, and my co-pilot and co-host, Mr. Jonpena.
What up?
And guys, listen to me. We got a real special guest, not because I say that every fucking time. I'm saying that because this is a cat that I'm personally excited to have on. And this is a cat that has influenced me. I'm going to tell him more about that in just a second. But basically, he has a roadmap to help any single person on the internet go viral through short form content. Okay, I'm talking about our guest, Logan Forsyth, who's the CEO and founder of Media Scaling. What's up, dog?
Welcome,
man.
Welcome.
What up, what up, what up?
Logan, thanks for coming out, man.
Logan.
Absolute pleasure to be here.
Yeah, how you feeling right now? Good?
Oh, feeling jazzed, ready to
Yeah.
go.
You know,
It's a good environment you guys have. The energy here at the office, it's just money's in the air.
I feel like most internet cats don't have an office. That's
It's
just
true.
my viewpoint.
Yeah.
You know,
To me, there's nothing more exciting than like 12 dudes in a room.
Yeah.
Baby way out, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so let me do a proper intro. Let's see. So we got Logan here. Obviously, he's the founder and CEO of Media Scaling, a social media growth firm who's bringing in 5 billion with the B, 5 billion views and 24 million followers gained in 2 years from personal and consumer brands with a team of over 100 social media experts. Damn, bro, you got over 100. You got 100 people on your team?
Yep.
That's
Son of a
awesome.
bitch. Okay. Numerous national global social media awards won along billions in online sales experience through leading brands. Recognized by over 14 publications as the #1 leading firm in social media growth, CEO Weekly, Embassy, Fox News, Times, etc. I could read all that, but this is the fucking guy, the leading authority on the internet when it comes to growing brands. Logan, welcome to the Dawgs Gone Wild podcast.
welcome. Come on.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
Appreciate it.
So we don't want to be too cliche because I want to get into the goods.
Yep.
You know, I want to see what's hot right now. I want to give you a couple things that we do and just see what your input is.
Yeah.
But let's just kick off with a quick story. The background story. Tell us who you are, how you grew up, your upbringing, anything you want to share. Let's go there first. Cool.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I grew up in Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
You know, smaller town called Midlothian. It's about 45 minutes south, and no family of entrepreneurs, no business people. I was never exposed to any of that. Nothing along the lines of mindset, self-growth, personal development. Like those were not terms that I'd ever even heard of until social media. And when I was 17 years old, I started seeing people like Alex Becker, Ty Lopez, Gary Vee, Grant Cardone. And that's what really put me into this world. And before that, I'd always been driven. I'd always had big goals and knew I wanted to just make a lot of money, but I didn't know what that was going to look like.
Yeah.
And when I started learning about business, it like lit a fire in me, you know, and I feel like it really unlocked the path and what I wanted to do. So I started investing a lot in courses, programs, masterminds, going to business events, and then dove deep into the world of digital marketing for 8-9 years leading up to starting Media Scaling, which is what you briefed on the show today. At the same time, my business partner who I started Media Scaling with, his name's Spencer Murphy. We grew up together. We've known each other since we were 9. Like we went to school together. So we came up together and we're following the same path this entire journey. So it's been cool for everything to come full circle and for us to get Media Scaling going. But yeah, that's a little bit of the upbringing. And then on the business.
Real quick, when did you first start going to you started buying courses, you started going to events? Like when did that start? How old were you?
High school?
Yeah, like
college?
who are some of your biggest influences?
Yeah. The first like make money online course I ever bought was right around when I turned 18.
Okay.
It was Alex Becker, and he was selling
Early
SEO at the time.
Yeah.
I remember, what was that, 2019?
No, 2016, 2015.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, so
SEO.
you got on. He got on when we got on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
SEO.
Yep.
Yeah.
Instagram was fucking brand new.
Yeah, Facebook ads. We were like, what the fuck is a Facebook
Yeah.
ad?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Drop shipping was, so when I was still in high school, I had an e-com store that was drop shipping phone cases.
Mhm.
Obviously infringement and against the rules, but I didn't know it at the time. And I was running ads to phone cases of like LeBron James, like dunking the apple in the
Oh,
back.
shit.
And,
Oh, that's
Yeah, I remember those. They were
Yeah.
popping.
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. And same, my Spencer, my business partner, he had one that there was like Steph Curry, like shooting the apple emoji.
right.
And we'd run these ads, just like white background phone case, and just drive them straight to sales page. No
Yeah, what,
remarketing, no Shopify.
Yeah.
Yeah. No remarketing, no email marketing, no text, like none of that. And still we're profitable. It's
Yeah.
like,
That's awesome.
to do that today, there's no chance. You know,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
just
no.
a completely different ball game. So it shows you the benefit of arbitrage from being a first mover.
Yeah.
You know, and being
No, yeah.
early on the platform.
Myron talks about that first
Yeah.
mover's advantage.
Yeah.
Yep.
So younger though, you know, that's late high school when you got into that.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up though, were you raised? I was raised to follow the pyramid, which was you can call it a pyramid or not, but go to school, get good grades. I had a 4.0 when I graduated,
Mm-hmm.
and by then, if you're a high level athlete and you have straight A's, you're basically deemed to get into a good college. And then what's after that? You go into a good career.
Mm-hmm.
Were you raised on those values? Was it kind of free for all? What was it like?
Yeah, absolutely. Raised on the values. I have great, amazing, supportive parents. But like I mentioned, business was never a part of it. And so the only belief that I even had of making money was through some type of job. And so I was like, maybe I'll be a plastic surgeon or an engineer. Like I was just looking at like what jobs make the most money,
Yeah.
you know, and kind of like that was the mindset until social media exposed me to something different. And that's truly, you know, a lot of people have fluff. It's like, yeah, I want to create positive impact and whatever. But I just know the impact that business knowledge and educational knowledge on social media had for me.
Yeah.
And a lot of our clients also provide that same type of knowledge. And so I love the aspect of we've generated billions and billions of views around business information, health information, just content that makes people better. And there's a cool butterfly effect that comes from that. You know, I would be nowhere near where I am today if that wasn't the case. But yeah, it was largely the path of, you know, do good in school, go to college, get a degree, get a job. And when I started getting exposed to business knowledge, I also read a book called Education of Millionaires. And that's like really
What's that book called? I never heard of that shit.
Yeah, who's it
Education
by?
of Millionaires.
You know you know what that is?
I never heard that one.
It was so long ago, I can't even remember the author's name, and I feel bad saying that. I wish I could shout him out. But I remember the lesson and the overall philosophy of the book was it was kind of very anti-college. Like you don't need to go to college.
Yeah.
Learn from the school of hard knocks. Learn sales, marketing, business, leadership, like and actually do it. Like go out and do it. Learn from a business by working in a business. You can wear multiple hats.
Yep.
And after I read that book, I went and told my parents, like, "Hey, sorry, but I'm not going to college."
What was their reaction?
You know, they're kind of shocked. Like they had been starting a college fund for me since before I was born, and that was always
See,
like
he put it in.
You got some white
ads.
parents, man. Shit.
Damn,
Sign
college.
me up, motherfuckers.
What's a college fund?
For real. Shit.
But it was cool because I was able to, you know, have that be directed to my brother and paid for the rest of his school.
Little
That's
brother.
incredible. Yeah.
Older brother.
Oh, older brother.
Yeah, he was already going to school.
So this cat right here, I've been with him 10 years. We're 10 years apart. I was born in 84. He was born in 94.
Okay.
So I met his older brother, the one that I said, this is my first business partner. You met him out there.
Nick.
So I used to work at Grant Cardone's office, and he was my cubicle mate. And we hooked up. We created a website company. So he kept telling me, he's like, dude, my little brother, man, he's awesome. He does graphics. He's creative. He could do marketing for us. So eventually we hooked up. I met him 10 years ago, and he was a sophomore at SFU, San Francisco
Yeah, I was
State.
in college, second year.
Second year. San Francisco State. You know, we're chopping on the phone. He's like, yeah, man, Mike, winter break, bro. Like, not kicking with the homies, not kicking with my girlfriend. Like, I'm coming down to San Diego for winter break. So he came down. You're sleeping in the office?
Well, Nick didn't tell me that he didn't have a home.
Yeah.
So my brother said, hey, I got this cool business idea. Or not cool business idea, but I met this cool business guy. His name's Mike. I didn't know what Mike looked like. I never talked to Mike on the phone. I just knew my brother would never venture into anything that he didn't believe he could be successful at. So I said, okay, if Nick is willing to go blind, if Nick is willing to go down this like blind path of success, I'm gonna ride with it.
That's
too.
cool. Yep.
So I fucking, that's how I met Mike from.
So the reason why I tell you that, because he came down and we just hit it off. Like I've been with this dude 10 years. We hit it off instantly. And winter breaks, what, a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Short.
So like we're counting down the days, 3 days left, 2 days left. And we're on some like we're basically about to rub penises because we love each other so much.
Yeah.
Thankfully he was legal. Anyways,
I was
he's like 20 years old and shit,
21.
That's why you have that big tub of baby oil.
Oh, of course, for sure. Straight up.
Yeah.
We have fun.
Yeah, we got fun. Yeah, we have fun.
So it's just like, damn, bro, dude, we're gonna miss you, and it's like the last day before he left, one day before, and I wanted him to drop out of college, but it wasn't my place as a 30-year-old to convince this young man that has the world in front of him. And they're like, Mike, John's gonna drop out. It's like, John has to figure that out on his own. I'm not like, if he wants to, we're here. So eventually he dropped out. You went back home, right? Packed your shit?
I went back to college and I made the decision final. And it was one of those moments where like I walk in my college classes, winter break's over, I'm starting fresh again. And I just make a decision. I just fucking walk in. I'm like, keep the pencil. And I just fucking walk out.
Yeah. So
amazing.
His parents like disowned him. That's why I bring up that big ass story.
Yeah, they were not. Like my mom specifically.
Like him and his brother were like 4.0 students. If they didn't get all A's, they get their ass whooped, and they were like hardcore. So you didn't go home for like holidays and Christmas like an entire year.
Yeah, we didn't talk to him.
It kind of worked out.
Yeah, it worked out.
We'll see.
Yeah, it worked out.
You could have been a third grade teacher, bro.
Yeah.
Anyways.
That's dope to hear that your parents are supportive though.
Yeah.
Or they weren't like, maybe they didn't understand, but they still believed in you. That was kind of like the viewpoint.
Yeah. And like a lot of kudos to them for having that mindset and that belief in me, but also I was showing it. It's not like I was just sitting there playing video games all the time.
Yeah, you're
like
working.
by the time I went there and told them that, they saw I was starting to read a lot. I was constantly like I had been on my 4th business attempt at that point. Like I was building the Shopify stores. I was obsessive about it. I was doing it before school, after school. Like it was all that I was doing.
That's good word.
Yeah. And so they saw that and they knew that, if I put my mind to something, like that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And so they had a lot of faith in me for those reasons too. It's different if you're like, we were talking about this a little bit earlier, but a lot of people like to talk about strategy and just keep it there because they're afraid of execution.
Yeah.
And that's never been me. It's like, it's the most successful people have a bias towards action, and I've always been very action oriented.
Yeah.
So if you're someone who you're playing video games all the time and then you see a social media post about starting a business, and then you go to your parents and you're just like, hey, I'm going to start this business. And your parents are pissed and don't believe it. It's like, granted so, because you're not following it up with action.
Yeah.
Right. And so that wasn't the case with me.
Okay. So we want to hear about media scaling, but I want to give them just kind of a little background. So this is what I seen with you. First, John, I think you turned me on to him at first.
Yeah, I put you on.
You sent me this link. You sent it to me like twice or 3 times.
Yeah.
I didn't click it. And then you sent it to me again. I didn't click it. And then I got COVID during New Year's. Not last year, but the year prior. So it's been a year and a couple months. Like you guys just dropped that video. You're a guest. So I started watching that shit over and over. And then I was like, man, this guy's fucking dropping bombs. Then I start saying like, oh, this is kind of like the Andrew Tate model where, and we'll get into that, like how you
sub accounts.
You have a personal brand, and then you got all these supporting brands. Let's just say it's me, or let's just say it's me. It's like Mike Barron Fitness, Mike Barron Cars, Mike Barron Travel, Mike Barron X. These different things that, make up who that person is, which all leads to the main account. And then you're dropping bars on like social media so fucking advanced now. Like it's like face recognition.
Yeah.
Not, So I'm watching that. Then I started seeing you get on different pods. Then I seen you with Ty. Then I was like, man, this motherfucker's like really the dude now for that. And we've been doing this for a long time, but I know you've been doing this for a while too. But it looked like you're almost like overnight success. That was the outside looking at it. But tell us about the media shit, man. How'd you get into that? And break that down.
Yeah. So the reason I'm bringing up Spencer as well is in 2022, Spencer started working with someone named Iman Ghazi.
Yeah.
A lot of people know him in our space.
No doubt.
Big following. He's got 5 million plus subs on YouTube now. And collectively across audiences, probably 15 million plus audience.
Yeah, killing shit.
Well,
In 2022, his YouTube channel had 340K subscribers. And that's
What year was that?
2022.
Okay,
That's,
I got
that's
you.
when Spencer and Iman got connected.
Yeah.
And credit to Iman, when they got in touch, Iman told Spencer that he wanted to build the Andrew Tate strategy in-house for the team. And Spencer had a lot of
But
background.
he didn't say, did he say Andrew Tate?
Andrew Tate strategy. Yep.
Oh, he did
That's
say
how
that.
That's how
Okay,
he
so
worded
Andrew
it,
Tate
yeah.
was already a name.
Yep.
Okay.
oh, he was popping during that time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Andrew
hold on,
Tate
real-
really blew up in 2021.
Yeah.
How
remember
so
right.
how did they connect? Did he reach out to Iman? Iman reached out to him, or
Yeah. So prior to Spencer connecting with Iman, he was head of socials and growth for Jason Capital,
yeah,
who's now like stopped creating content.
yeah, but
Spencer
he's been
started-
around forever. Well,
Yeah.
a minute.
Spencer
Yeah.
started working with JC when Jason still had like 30,000 followers across platforms. And over
Okay,
the
for a
next
minute.
4 years, they grew it to more than 6 million collective followers.
Yeah,
And
Mm.
Spencer led everything that went into that on socials. And so he built all the systems around it, of all the content strategy topics, like the full team managed it. And so he had a lot of background in systems already through that experience.
Mhm.
And Jason ended up shutting down that company for other reasons. And he's killing it
Yeah.
in more passive ways now. And Jason introduced Spencer and Iman together.
I see. Okay,
After he shut
Jason
down the
made the
company.
intro.
Yeah.
because Jason, he was kind of like the dating dude at first. I feel like.
Dating dude, and then he pivoted to more so like copy. And
Yeah.
and he
Yeah.
really popularized chat agencies and selling through chat, like DM setters.
I see. Okay, Jason did.
Yep.
Okay.
I never met.
That was not a thing until he's the first person that I'm aware of who built a big business behind it and like selling that as the make money opportunity of,
Yeah.
hey, you can
Yeah.
through DMs make a lot of money closing deals for all these personal brands.
Okay, so Spencer already had fucking like an index of fucking names, like Jason and fucking
He had a good
Iman. Like those
portfolio.
are
But
big
you said
fucking names.
He went
in
to
the
high
space.
school with him.
Yeah, we grew up together. Yeah. So
God.
Spencer and
Okay.
I, we grew up together. We've known each other since we were 9 years old.
Okay, but
And
I don't
then-
really. Is Spencer like doing shit like you're doing now? Like
He,
to me,
Or
you're the
you're-
face of the damn thing.
Yeah, we're the face. So that's also, we have a lot of complementary skill sets and personality traits. So I'm much more sales, marketing, overall vision in the face of
Okay.
the company. Spencer is very back end focused. He's
so,
the brains who really built all the fulfillment systems.
So you're Russell, he's Todd.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
For-
So
for
he's
ClickFunnels,
very operations fulfillment
Okay,
focused.
okay.
We got that
That's
going on.
the model we run.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You got the
Yeah.
attractive character and then you have the ops guy.
Mhm.
That's what we run to.
Yeah.
So
He's-
how did you how did this Spencer bring this to you? Be like, Logan, I got something, man.
Mhm.
Like how did y'all hook up?
So we've been best friends forever. We were roommates after high school for multiple years.
Okay.
We've always stayed in touch. Like we're best friends. He's my brother. And when he was working with Iman, he was staying with me at my house out in LA and telling me what they were doing. In the first 4 months, they generated 449 million views. And then within 4 months, 5 months, they were generating around 200 million views per month
Damn.
through the sub account network.
Damn.
And I couldn't,
Wow.
that was my reaction. I was like, what?
Yeah.
It's
That's
like,
fucked
how
up.
many views? What?
Son
And
of a
the
bitch.
Super Bowl gets 98 million viewers at its peak.
Yeah.
And advertisers will pay $6 to $8 million for a 30-second ad placement on the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
So when he was telling me that, I was like, dude, that's nuts. And Iman, when they started it, again, had 340,000 subscribers. In the first year of launching the sub account network, his YouTube channel went from 340K subs to 3.5 million in 1 year.
Yeah, that's insane, dude.
So how much is it of like, because I believe you're very camera oriented.
Uh-huh.
We call him the one take guy.
Mm.
I could put a camera on
Yeah.
him and boom, he flies with something.
Mhm.
How much is it of
you
person
you
who's
can put
in
a
a-
camera on me. I can conceive a child in like 60 seconds.
exactly? Yeah.
Like,
That's talent.
don't ask
So-
me how I know.
That's our client criteria.
Don't ask me how I know.
So how much is it like the technical back end and
Mm-hmm.
then the other side of like that person has to actually be an attractive character, have
Mhm.
personality, know what to say on the camera, be prolific, things like that.
Yeah. So there's two like ideal clients that we work with: consumer brands and personal brands, both between the 8 to 10 figure level.
Mhm.
If you're 8-figure plus personal brand, by that point, you've probably been creating content for a while. You've really
Yeah.
built up an audience. You have the skill set of being in front of the camera. It's like
Mm.
a lot of entrepreneurs have ego. It's just part of it, right? And think that you've crushed it in business. They're like, I'm gonna start creating content. I'm gonna crush it. People are gonna love what I have to say. And then if you haven't been in front of a camera before,
it's awkward.
It's awkward. There's like, you have to put in repetitions just like anything else.
We met people like that where they make a lot of money, but they're not on the internet. So they like kind of like
Greg
hesitate on words.
Greg he pulled up his Lamborghinis and shit. He's talking about he's an 8-figure guy. We helped him create some content, put a camera in his face. Motherfuckers just
freeze up.
Yeah, he froze up.
That's how it goes. It's like the first time you make a sales call or a cold call,
exactly,
you're gonna be horrible.
Exactly,
you got to put in the reps.
Straight up.
Same thing of being in front of the camera. And so that's not our business. We don't work with personal brands who are like day one for the most part. Our client criteria is we want 8-figure plus companies in the back end, because that tells us they're going to crush it. From all of our clients, we're generating somewhere between 5 million to 100 million plus views a month. And if you don't have...
You said 5 million to 100 million?
Yeah.
Okay.
Qualified. Yeah.
If you don't have a great business tied to it, like we can do everything right. And then they don't have the best systems for monetizing, for scalability, like their sales team isn't closing, or they change things, their profit margins are too slim, whatever. A lot of things come up, versus we found that they're 8 figures and above, like they make a lot of money because they can scale. They have all their front end offers dialed in, their funnels, like all the conversion monetization systems. And so they're well capitalized to really build on it.
That's big.
But to answer your question, so personal brands and consumer brands. Personal brands, we want people who, because it's tied to a person, right? And so we want them to be good in front of the camera. We want them to already have that skill set, because so much of it relies on them on top of just us. We can help with content strategy, and we can help engineer more virality for you.
Oh yeah, that's what we copied from him.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Engineer virality.
Yeah.
So
Clips coordinator, virality engineer.
No, we got the whole shit. But we're different though. You know what I mean? Like, but go ahead.
You know the SOP I showed you guys a couple times? The virality, clips coordinator, that came from him. University, motherfuckers. For real.
A lot of people, they consume...
Only difference is we turned that motherfucker into $10 million in the last fucking 12 months just on that alone.
They consume content online and they just absorb it. They don't use that shit. We're executors. Like we'll be at a Myron Golden event or a ClickFunnels event, learning a new funnel, and then it's in play the next 48 hours.
By the time we land.
With speed.
We're plugging it in.
Okay, so tell us, because that video, it says 2.1 billion. I know it's different today. I know you're more than double. Bro, easily I've watched that 20 times, over and over and over.
That's awesome.
And I have that shit in our SOPs. Like I could show you, like literally. Like I have a picture of you and hundreds of people have seen it on our team. Like real talk. Like, you know, the tactics and all that shit. That's him right here. That's actually doing. What's the hot shit right now? Like give us the sauce. Like what?
Like IG.
Because I imagine shit's changed over like, yeah, what's hot? I got some hot shit.
We
for
have
you.
our viewpoint of what's working on IG, but like what, because social media is always, it's like a human organism. It's always growing, always evolving. What worked a year ago might not be working now.
Yep.
Like I heard on a clip, even from like one of the executives, or it might have been the CEO of Instagram. He's like, he's walking on the street. He's like, hey, do hashtags do anything? And he's like, no, they don't do anything anymore.
Yep.
Like,
not for like big
I heard
brands.
a lot of it is like, now they look at Instagram, looks at shares now, because it shows like, oh dang, this is content that people want to share with other people, so it looks good. And then there's Gary V's viewpoint of following doesn't matter anymore, because he had a case study where he had his main account, X million followers, 22,000 views, and then a new account, and it had like 30,000 followers, but it got more views than his main account. It's like following's not a big deal anymore.
That's why the sub accounts work so well.
Yeah.
You don't need a big audience to go viral anymore. Every platform is turned into a For You page rather than a following feed now.
Hold on, say it again. A what?
Every platform is now a For You page instead of a following feed.
I see.
We're constantly getting served suggested content that is based on our interest rather than just people that we follow. And every single time you post short form video, so that's the vertical video, 3 minutes or less across every platform, and you go to the insights, majority of the reach, 50 to 99%, goes to non-followers.
Yep.
That are also targeted based on interest. Like if we like sales content, we're going to see a bunch of sales content on socials, right? If you like basketball, you're going to see a lot of basketball content, so on and so forth. So the game has become, and why the sub account strategy works so well, is the more short form content you post, understanding every single time that you post, you get in front of hundreds, thousands, potentially millions of targeted non-followers with free reach. It's organic. It's free. you don't put paid spend behind that reach. The only paid aspect is the creative and the team that it takes to post everything out, right? So that is why it's so powerful. And that's why we're able to consistently produce tens of millions of views monthly for brands. And it's like, I mentioned the first mover advantage earlier. We are now looking at things on kind of like a CPM type basis. And for clients, we're able to many times scale people on the lowest end. If they're a big, like really viral brand like Dan Bilzerian, then we could do as low as like 20 cent CPMs.
What is a CPM for those that don't know?
CPM stands for cost per 1,000 views.
Okay.
It's an advertising metric. And basically it's just the basis of the amount of views or impressions that you get. Versus, and then on the highest end, if someone's like a new brand or they're very niche with their content or whatever, then maybe we charge maximum $3 CPMs, but we're usually between that range. Versus on ad platforms, you're like, I always ask people, usually all of our clients are spending millions per year in ads. It's like, what is your CPMs? And it's almost always somewhere between $10 on the lowest end, 25 on the higher end.
Oh, well, we got to find that out. Write that down. CPM.
Yeah.
We got to find that out.
So it's every 1,000 views, the cost to get that 1,000 views.
Yep, exactly.
Right.
Yeah. On the paid media side. So I look at this as like, the thing is, if you were to run Facebook ads in 2013 or Google ads in 2002, when they were new platforms,
get out of here.
You could be so bad and still make a lot of money.
Bro,
because
100%.
it's arbitrage. It's first mover advantage.
And you got rid of with a lot more risky stuff. The rules are harder.
Oh yeah,
now.
for sure.
Yeah. It's like the same keywords. Like let's say Google ads. If you're running Google ads for insurance broker keyword in 2002, you'd probably be paying somewhere less than $1. Today, that's probably $25 for that for each click on that keyword. Right. And so that's like a 25x over the course of the last 20 years.
Right.
Yeah. Right now, the arbitrage opportunity, the first mover advantage is sub accounts because all the reach is free, it's targeted, and it goes to non-followers every single time you post short form content.
Gotcha.
And so that's why we're able to get for like $1 rate CPMs versus $20 in ads.
Gotcha.
Fraction of the cost.
Okay. I heard you say this too. You know, everybody like has the magic wand. Here's how to go viral. And then I heard you say something like, you're like, if someone tells you they get the secret sauce to go viral, they're lying. And your kind of thing was like, it's kind of volume. And then you kind of like double down on the content that's hitting. Do you use the sub accounts? Like, will you take a video on a sub account, that shit takes off, then you'll repurpose it to the main account?
1,000%. So social media, it's funny because it's largely unpredictable until you find those winning content pieces, and then it becomes very predictable. And when you have a winning piece of content, how I define that is just if it performs better than your average post. Let's say that your average post gets 5,000 views. You have a content that gets even 50,000 views, much less, or ideally much more. You can take that same underlying content, add new editing on top, post it again, and it continues to hit again and again and again.
I heard you talk about that shit.
Yeah, it continues to go viral. So we look at those as assets. When you have all these sub accounts and we're posting thousands of times a month, we're experimenting and testing with so much more content. So we're finding way more winners for you a lot faster. And it largely is like the 80-20 rule. Like 20% of the content produces 80% of the views and the follower growth of those ones that go crazy viral and hit. But then we call it remixing. But we're remixing those winners and then posting them across accounts. And they're an asset. It continues to hit time after time.
So we jumped on a Zoom call, bro.
Yeah.
A little over a year ago. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So we jumped on a Zoom call. You asked a question and you're talking about repurposing or remixing. And John, you're like, will Instagram punish us for
copy and paste?
Yeah, copy and paste. And you're like, no, not necessarily. So I have a video. Somebody crashed in the back of the Lamborghini. It was a kiss, not even a mark. I posted that shit 3 times. First time was like 6.7 million. Next time was like fucking 5 million. No, we posted 4 times. Another time was like 1 million. Then the last time posted was like 30,000. Yeah. So we took that from you. And one of those videos got like 20,000 followers.
Yeah, that's the game.
Yeah, see.
But for sub accounts, though, sorry to cut you off. You don't, because we have some buddies that are pretty good at like El Sensei.
Yeah,
we had a guy named El Sensei who's not my personal friend, but my buddy who is my personal friend, is business partners with him.
Okay.
His name's Mauricio. I think I even mentioned on the call with you. But basically El Sensei, we saw him go from like
just shy of
200,000.
No, shy of 100.
Oh, 100 to damn near. I if I check right
Last time
now,
it was like 600.
he's like in the 800,
Is
900,000
it?
in less
Year
than
and a half.
in less than a year.
Killer.
Yeah.
So he has a lot of like, he gave us a lot of the story plays, IG story plays, but he has some pretty good like fucking content and controversy, and they go pretty
Controversy is a
hard,
good
but they have
keyword.
sub accounts. They have sub accounts too.
Mhm.
What he told me was your sub accounts, when I say he, my buddy, don't post the exact same video, but like a 10%, 5% variation
Yep.
or change too,
Remix.
because then
Remix.
Instagram will see, oh, this is just spam. Other people are just
Yeah,
posting that.
I definitely don't recommend just reposting. Like just
Yeah.
like same exact post and just post it again.
Slight variation.
That's why we call it remixing.
Remix.
Uh-huh.
And then from Ty, we were at Ty's joint. This is what Ty said. Everyone has their own viewpoint. You know what I mean? Ty said, same thing. Use sub accounts, and you post raw content on the sub accounts,
Mhm.
not too edity, not too fancy.
Oh, that's what he's talking
But
about.
then you find the multiplier by 4x. Once you find a 4x multiplier on a sub account page, that's the one you put the glitz and glam on for your main account. Because theoretically, it would do better based off of a sub account performance. With
I
the
mean,
4x.
I challenge that because like quality. So
So
to
Ty
circle back
Lopez
on
is
what
wrong.
you said too.
Okay.
Quality matters. So
Yeah.
it's not like on these sub accounts you can just like post, you know, low edited, like lower quality
Raw
content,
shit. Yeah.
and then see what performs. Like if it's low quality, it's probably not going to perform. You have to have quality first,
Mm-hmm.
and then when you can combine quantity, that's where exponential results really come in, and that's what we do so well. So
People
it's
have
like
different definitions of quality. Sorry
Sure.
to cut you off. So quality could be the voice or the words being said.
Yep.
And quality could also be the visuals of the screen.
Mhm.
Do we need to have both for a good video? What's your definition of quality for a video?
the underlying video matters the most.
Mhm.
To what percentage? Let me just throw out a random number like 70%. You know, that's what matters the most, because there's plenty of examples of a video clip that didn't have like crazy editing on top, but still went
Mhm.
really viral.
That was that
Um,
fucking car video I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Your invite to Lambo,
Yeah, that was
that went
yeah.
viral. We go to Louis Vuitton a lot. I mean, this is a trunk, $50,000 trunk, but we were in the back. They call it a VIC room.
Mm.
It's like a VIP client room. And, you know, our reps, she's super awesome, but she's like, oh, try this on. Here's this. And he's like, oh, John, you'd love this necklace. It's a $12,000 necklace.
Mhm.
I put it on and we keep doing our motion. She's giving champagne out. We're trying on jackets. Mike trying on shoes. It's like, all right, cool. You know, bill's done, you know, 20,000, we pay it and we do our deal and we leave and we walk out. We get to a restaurant that's slightly, you know, fucking a 1 minute walk from
Yeah.
Louis Vuitton.
100 yards away.
I'm sitting down, I fix my collar and I'm like,
Yeah, I'm filming the shit.
wearing the $12,000 necklace. And I just walked out the store from it.
Oh,
But
shit.
it's a short.
and then I went to the waiter and I was like, "Hey man, we just took it from Louis Vuitton. We didn't give it back to him. What should we do? Should we keep it or should we return it?" And he had a shirt that said "honest."
He's like, keep it.
Keep it with the honest.
I shit you not.
Yeah.
And it went nuts.
5.5 million views.
Yeah.
It
Like,
was crazy.
okay, so I want to get to more of the technical shit, but where do you get your source of information? Testing, or you're like, you got some fucking Illuminati motherfucker, you know, like Ty Lopez's garage, or like, tell us about that shit. How you know all this shit, dog?
Yes, it's largely testing, and then it's team. You know, we're at over 100 people now, and
That's a lot of fucking people, man.
Our team is world class. We have high level.
That's awesome.
All of our account managers, we're agency. We call them team leaders, but we hire off of experience. They're high level. They're well paid. They're very, very talented marketers. And so everyone is constantly bringing new ideas to the table, experimenting, testing.
Yeah.
And then we're extremely data driven. And we're posting basically more than most out there. We're posting tens of thousands of times a month.
Wow.
And we track everything. So that gives us a huge edge. And we also do it across dozens of industries.
Okay.
So we have at this point, it's not just only BizOp, right? Like we're operating in dozens of industries,
Mhm.
posting tens of thousands of times monthly, tracking it all with an amazing team on top to constantly analyze the performance, the data, and then brainstorm and mastermind together what's working the best. So we don't outside sources, we're on top of, I got asked the question earlier today of like, how do you stay ahead of the algorithm?
Yeah.
And I don't look at it as staying ahead, but it's more so staying on top of it and adapting right away. Because when the platforms update their algorithm, they tell you exactly what they updated and how that affects performance of content. And they'll release it as literal articles that you can read. So, we're always on top of that, and we're seeing algorithm updates come out. Like,
Where
we're
those
actually
drop?
reading it. TikTok has their own platform for it. Instagram has their own.
You just go to settings and shit. And you know,
it's literally blog articles like on their website that has it in detail. And
Who's
so
the guinea pigs? Because like we're in business, we're in biz
Uh-huh.
ops, and he teaches people how to go from 0 to 6 figures or 6 to 7 figures and 7 to 8 figures. How is he able to teach that? Because
we do it.
we've done it,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
So for us, if we have a new funnel or we have a new style of VSL, we don't use our students as guinea pigs
Mhm.
because we want to go.
Hold on, let me
and
slow down real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we have an academy. We'll do north of $1 million. We've been doing north of $1 million a month since 2021. So we have an academy, run ads. Then we have our inner circle. We don't run ads. Essentially, our inner circle is business owners that want to model our system. So we have a little laboratory to test whatever the fuck. Oh shit, it actually works. Then we roll it out to our inner circle.
So we don't like to use our, hey, try this idea out. Let's see how it works, right? But I know it's a little bit, content's a lot about, it's faster paced than like a paid advertising method, right? So
Yep.
are you testing strategies on like your clients, or do you have like accounts that you own that are just like, oh, this is a travel page. We own it. Let's use this as the guinea pig. How do you guys test?
Yeah. I mean, I almost like, I'm not crazy about the guinea pig term because it kind of has a negative connotation.
You
right?
fucking
Like,
guinea pig.
Yeah. It's like guinea pigs get fucked up in scientific experiments because they're like
all
giving them
fucking-
these drugs and,
Dude,
so I don't look at it like that, like we're guinea pigging our clients' accounts, but we constantly experiment. We're testing, we're trying new styles of content, types of content. All of our clients, we help a lot with strategy. So we're sending them over a shot list ongoing of types of content to film, hooks, script outlines,
I
etc.
want to talk about hooks too. Okay, go ahead.
We can dive into that.
Because I always, every
He
fucking
knows.
interview I've seen with you, he said you bring up hooks. You always talk about hooks.
Yeah. I mean, it's step one,
Yeah.
There's really like, if you're going to simplify content to its core, you have hooks and retention. That's it.
Right. YouTube
Okay.
and all that shit.
That's it. Yeah. Every platform.
Hook,
Hmm.
attention grabber, retention, stay on the damn video.
do you follow the same rules across each platform when it comes to short content? So
Good question.
your Instagram content, X, Y, and Z rule. There are some guidelines, right?
Mm-hmm.
TikTok, X, Y, and Z rule, YouTube Shorts. Do you follow the same rules across each content, each platform?
Yeah. Generally, so we post like, I look at it like this. So we create a unique video, right?
Mhm.
And we post that unique video across Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat at the least. Sometimes LinkedIn and X as well. But LinkedIn and X are not nearly as effective of video-driven platforms. They're more
Yeah.
text-based. And they're still with how much content we've posted out, billions of views, there's still not a pattern of where you can expect where it's going to go viral. And a lot of the time you'll have a video and it performs average on, let's say, Instagram and YouTube and Facebook and Snapchat, but it goes viral on TikTok, or vice versa. It can happen on any platform. So that's the big part of why we post across platforms, because you never know like where that video could hit. And if you only posted that video on Instagram and you didn't post it on the other platforms, and let's say that it went viral and got 10 million views on YouTube, you would have missed out on 10 million views.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
So we optimize the accounts on the platform a little bit differently, and we'll use platform features as they come out, because
I heard that's a good practice,
it is. Yeah.
which is they released a feature, therefore the platform
Use
wants
it.
you to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like what? We don't even use it. What is? It's like Twitter for Instagram.
Oh,
yeah. Threads. Yeah.
Is that like as important? Because it's a new feature, somewhat new, right? Are you in Threads right now? Is it not?
Yeah. Threads is there. And it's easy. You can even have a toggle on your Instagram post saying post on Threads as well.
Yeah.
But Threads is Instagram's version of Twitter or X, to where it's largely text-based still.
Yeah.
Short form content can perform to a degree there, but it's not a needle mover overall for short form content, which is where we specialize. If you're more of a text-based brand, you should definitely be on Threads.
Yeah. So it's I'm talking. I got a lot of questions. I know we do.
No,
But
I got a million questions.
so
Yeah.
don't post the same video on sub accounts for Instagram.
Yeah.
But from
Posted across
TikTok's
platforms.
not even owned by the United States. Like they don't talk to each other. So
Exactly.
it would be okay to take $6 million Lamborghini video, exact copy, and paste it to TikTok.
Exactly.
Exact copy, paste it to YouTube. That would be appropriate.
Yep.
What's up with TikTok right now? Is that shit stable, or is that we don't know what's going to happen with TikTok?
Oh, like the laws, right? I mean, I don't think it's going anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. You never know for fact unless you know a high up executive in the company and
Right.
insider information.
But new people can't get it, right?
Still,
It went for a moment.
No,
couldn't get
I
an App
don't.
Store.
Like if you bought a new phone, new number,
Oh, real shit.
I don't think you can download the only phone. That's why you ever see on eBay people
They're
selling
selling-
phones
yeah.
that have TikTok and sell.
Yeah.
But I don't know if
I
that's.
haven't verified it myself, but I heard recently it's back in the App Store now. At
Oh,
least for
okay.
the US. There's other countries though to where it's still not.
I'll
downloadable.
DM Trump and see what's up.
What's considered viral on Instagram? Short, like a reel. What do you consider viral?
Our definition in the company for viral is 1 million plus views, but
Okay.
it depends on the brand. We have clients who crush it, but they're much more niche and just higher level in their content. And so they're not going to get as many views, but they have a higher value per view because they're speaking to a much smaller segment of the market.
Gotcha.
It's like with my content, my personal brand, our ideal clients are 8 to 10 figure consumer and personal brands.
Yeah, there's only so many.
business owners. It's a very small total addressable market. And I talk higher level in my information and content. And so, like I'm not going for a big broad view strategy. I want to make sure that when clients see the content or they come across us in some other way, they go to the page, it speaks to them, right?
Yeah.
And so it's not always about just who's getting the most views overall. And if someone's more niche, then maybe a video that is more viral for them is 100,000, right? But overall, we look at 1 million plus for viral.
How big is so virality, non-followers? Our buddies Mauricio El Sensei, they track their success based off of engagement with their actual followers. So El Sensei, I'm just gonna look it up right now. He has.
So that's how they track it. Engagement with their actual followers.
Because
to me, all our viral shit, it's like 99%
99%.
non-followers. So
So
you
he's
know what I'm
at-
saying? 'Cause that's
he's at 902 right now.
yeah, he
El
cranking
Sensei.
up, man. He going crazy.
How many story views do you think he gets? And I'm probably giving you an advantage on the guess here.
Yeah, at 902, the way you're prefacing is a lot. Let's call it at 902, if he's at 20%, 150,000.
350,000.
That's insane, bro.
That's crazy.
That's fucking nuts,
Yeah,
right?
That's
crazy.
crazy.
That's power, bro.
But he
Fuck
has
me.
really interesting
He's
tactics.
in the Latin market.
Like example, so he's big on stories, and I was gonna ask you like, what's your viewpoint on stories? Because that shows engagement with your followers, right? That's why I say engagement, right?
Yep.
So one rule he has is every morning he archives every story from the previous day,
Interesting.
because his viewpoint was instead of having people it's like a fresh, just click the reset button.
Yep.
If he posted one at 11:59 and every morning at 8 a.m., he'll archive everything. So it's like a fresh story. That way, the people who are clicking in the morning of the new day,
It's just that day.
they're not clicking from yesterday's content, and they're increased.
We're not doing that right now.
We're
That
not.
was the last
But it's
conversation we had
weird
with him.
because your account didn't have that feature.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, I asked my boy. I was like, "Well, that's weird." He's
Yeah.
like, "I don't know." So, but it's small tactics like that. But he's really big on stories. He'll post only. He treats it as it's what are the guns where you only get so many bullets?
Yeah, revolver.
A revolver. So you only have so many bullets per day. You don't want to have people guess what your next story is. So one story's Mike drinking coffee at 8 a.m. The next story is a photo of him and a student, and he's
the
putting on the
opposite.
text, guess what's wrong with this photo? And then people engage with it because they're actually typing and messaging. So he has a lot of like small tactics.
This
but
is the shit. You talking to them more recent. This is the shit that they gave me. So I gained, I'm at like 175.
yeah.
We don't pay for followers. Just let me just say that.
Which is good. You never should.
Yeah. So I've gained north of 100. You lose some too, right?
Mhm.
In the last, I'd say 12 months. So I've took your shit, his guy Mauricio shit, and they're talking about stories. So just kind of like the overview of it. It's like post a story every hour. And when
He
we first
lessened
talked, it was the first time we talked, it was 8 to 16 a day.
It was like
I know
10 to 15. He lowered it though. He said 8 to 10 now.
Okay, so
Yeah.
they would do that. They would also they want to create an engaging post in the morning. So whether it's a poll or a sticker that asks a question, and the philosophy was the platform wants people to engage. So when you ask someone to engage, they engage.
Yeah.
We call those tide raisers.
What you said, tide raisers?
It raises the tide. So
okay,
the first
so
story
tide
of the
raisers.
day.
Hey, tide raisers.
Like a sneaky one is I take a picture of you and I at Logan Forsyth. Is it Forsyth or
Forsyth?
Forsyth, right?
Okay.
But then I'm going to save it on my phone. Now it shows you're at, and then I'm going to upload it. But now it's a flat video. I can't actually click. So people would be like, is my Instagram fucked up? Let me close it. Go back to John's video, tap. Wait, 1 second. Hold on, let me do it again. And now it's creating
so
them.
I'll do a selfie. Hey, man, my boy Logan's down, man. I've been following this cat for a year and a half. Man, because of his practices, I gained 100,000 followers in the last 2 months. Go follow him. He's a wonderful guy. Stickers there. Download it as a video, upload it, and people think the fucking thing's broken.
Click it.
So instead of watching it once, I'm like, fuck, let me go back.
It works though.
Well, what happens is when you click it, it goes to the next story. Because when you click on the right side,
that's right.
And then they have to like re-click,
go back, which shows Instagram like, oh, they like this.
They keep rewatching that.
There was another thing he said, taboo content. So like weird content. So he would do some shit like it'd be 6 a.m. He has a Corona, but it's full of water. And he's like, guys, I'm off today. I'm not really tripping. I'm gonna drink this Corona. And the people respond like, you're full of shit. That's not really a beer.
Yeah.
So we created like a little theme where we had a guy on our team named Trey, 6'5", 320 pounds. And we would go out to do lunch, go out to do dinner. And him and Trey, like we would get like a candid shot 20 feet away and Trey's like feeding him chips. And that went on for a while.
Yeah.
And when we stopped doing it, I would get messages. Like,
hey,
how come Trey's not feeding John no more? like
it worked though.
Then he said, create like some sort of theme.
Yeah.
Just your viewers are tuning in for some, whether it's the money motivation or it's a fucking coffee hour with whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
How much are you dabbling with stories in terms of guidance and advice for your clients? Obviously you do the reels, but the stories.
Yeah. We don't have as in-depth of a strategy as that in terms of stories. We more so focus on the short form content going up, but we still do have a lot of experience with it. Like what you mentioned, we call them tide raisers. So the first story of the day that we post, we always make sure to have some type of engagement sticker on it, whether it's a poll, it's a slider, like whatever those features.
Okay.
And that helps emphasize it boost it. It depends on the client. Like with Jason Capital, they found if he posted a shirtless picture, like doing yoga by the pool or something as the first story of the day, their story views went way up on the first story. So they would do that before they wanted to have like a big promotion or a big CTA, because then a lot more people would see the second slide that has a CTA. So we do that to a degree, but it's not as in depth as like a 8 to 12 stories per day of like a specific. And then every client depends on. Yeah, it depends on every client because everyone's different brands, different industry, and so it needs to match their brand of what we're doing as well.
Are you doing the close friends play?
Oh yeah, you know about that shit?
Yeah.
That was kind of hot for a little second, a couple months back.
Yeah. I always
some motherfucker charges $2,500. Didn't really change.
Question: what platform is king right now, in your eyes?
If I could only choose one platform for really building the business, I would choose YouTube.
Which is arguably the hardest to build.
Arguably the hardest. Money's made in the hard. It's because it comes down to what I talked about earlier, retention. There's it's from a business study. I can't remember who did it, but there's a rule called the 7-11-4 rule. It's where someone watches at least 7 hours of content and has 11 different touch points with you across 4 platforms. They're very likely going to be a buyer. And the 7 hours, 11 impressions, 4 platforms.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. And those platforms can also be email, it can be phone call, it can be social, it can be whatever, right? But just different mediums of touch points. And Tide Lopez, he says the 13-hour rule, right? But it basically the overall process is if someone watches you for 7+ hours, they're way more likely to be a strong buyer for your business.
That's a lot of content, bro.
Than anything else. And the fastest way to create that level of watch time is long form, right? And that's YouTube. YouTube's the platform for it. People watching this podcast, they watch, let's call it 6 episodes, they're at 7 hours and change,
Mhm.
right? And they're probably going to be a big fan. They're going to know a lot about you guys. They're going to want, if they're a good fit for what you sell, they're going to buy it, right?
Got it.
So Instagram would be the second platform I would rank on that. And then we're short form, right? So with short form content, I look at it as the best way to create top of funnel awareness, like mass top of funnel awareness, because you can do so much volume, you can move so quickly on it, and the reach is boosted to so many people for free. And then the next step, I look at the long form content is almost more mid funnel in a way, because you can drive a lot of people from the short form to your long form content and then to free stuff. Like the best way to convert and drive leads from your socials is long form and free things. Lead magnets, that could be webinars, training events, free courses,
we have all
any
that
sales
shit.
tools, materials that you have, like objection handlers, whatever, right? That you put together. And that's what brings them into the ecosystem. And then you get their name, email, phone number. You have your setters calling them,
No doubt.
getting them on the phone for a complimentary strategy session,
Yep.
whatever. Like that's the model.
Yeah.
That's what works really well. Plus, with the short form content, we're consistently generating, again, 5, 10, 100 million plus views per month for these brands. You can target or retarget all of that views and engagement with ads. And so what it allows you to do is build massive custom audiences of warm impressions. They're no longer cold. Retarget with ads. There's almost always a high ROI on those campaigns. And these become big audiences for your brand as well. So it's like posting a lot of short form content. It drives conversions. It drives brand awareness. It drives more people Googling you, going to your website, and then you retarget them with ads.
Yeah.
It also, when you post this much content, top performing organic content almost always turns into top performing ads. So when you have a winner, like the Lambo video, for example, you could probably get creative and repurpose that into an ad. Like you use that as the hook, and then you could stitch in an actual CTA on the back end, like pitching whatever your front end offer is.
Yeah.
And it'll probably crush.
Yeah.
Your CPMs will be lower. All of your metrics will be higher. And so what we do, we largely become the creative team for all of our clients for their ads, because we post so much content. We, through free reach, organic reach, prove what is the top performing winning content.
Yep.
And then we supply that to their ad team. They run it. They see better results. Right. And so it's a big flywheel.
Gotcha. So I know you do a lot of volume. Some of your clients, you're pushing out how much content? Like from what I know, it's like in the thousands.
Yeah. It's minimum 1,200 posts a month.
1,200 posts.
We're generally between 1,200 to
posts?
3,000 posts a month.
And what about like for a main page, like roughly?
There's variables to it.
Is there a formula that you, for IG, like you'd recommend, like what was the guy? Mike Certain?
Yeah, Mike Certain.
Like, what was the like our formula right now is 3 reels a day. Like, is there a formula that you do 9? We do 9, 12 in the evening. Like, is there a formula that you follow?
Posting times really don't matter a lot.
Okay.
Hashtags are no longer relevant, right?
Yeah.
It's more about, are you posting quality content? Consistency matters a lot. Volume definitely helps as long as quality remains high, right? If the quality's not there and you're just posting to get something out and it's not a good piece of content, that can actually hurt more than help. So you want to make sure that the quality is high. And then we've tested posting volume across platforms per account, anywhere from 1 post a day up to 12 posts per day and everything in between. There's variables to it, but we generally see best results at 2 posts per day per account.
Okay, so like
Again,
IG, 2 posts.
Again, there's variables, there's exceptions. There's accounts that crush it doing higher volume. There's accounts that crush it doing lower volume.
Yeah.
So it's not like gospel, like that's the rule. But based on,
that range,
hundreds of thousands of posts of data that we've tracked, we see best results at that range.
Okay, and then let me tell some more about your process. So you don't have your people shooting the content, right? The client is supplying the raw files. I imagine you have your clips coordinator that's like going through there and just time stamping. This is awesome. This is awesome. Goes to what? Your virality engineer. And then it goes to the editors.
Yeah.
And then you guys are just producing like that.
Yeah. So we've evolved the system a bit. It's been a little over a year since the video that you were referencing. So the clips coordination, we still have a team of clips coordinators, but there's now AI tools that do it pretty well.
Yeah.
And so it creates a lot more
like
efficiency.
Opus Pro and shit.
We just tested 4 new ones and moved to a new one last week. I can't remember the name of it because I wasn't a part of that. The operations team did it. Opus is there. It's cool, but Opus is not just for timestamping, it's also for actually clipping and editing.
Yeah.
And we don't use Opus or a tool like that for editing. It's still like major leagues versus minor leagues of using AI for editing content versus a great editor.
Right.
With something like Final Cut Pro or Adobe Premiere Pro. And that matters a lot still. So all of our edits are done through highly trained world-class editors. The full assembly line A to Z, if we're working with a personal brand, then yes, we are supplied with their content. We help them with strategy. We're helping them come up with better content to film, hooks to use, etc. They film it. Then our team will organize it in our content database, timestamp it, which is the clips coordination. And then our editors will come in, pull content, work their magic. They upload it into a scheduling tool that we have. And that's where we used to have a division of virality engineers, is what we called it. All they did was full-time review, and QC stands for quality control content. We actually consolidated that full division into our social media managers.
I see.
So now instead of having separate roles, our social media managers used to, it was just like, is the content approved? Yes or no? If yes, like they would just post it out. And they're more so like posters than social media managers. We consolidated to where we had a full division of virality engineers and copywriters. Virality engineers would QC, review the content. The copywriters would write the captions. And then we had thumbnail templates. They would create thumbnails with like catchy headline hooks.
Gotcha.
We basically
offshore or US?
They were offshore. We basically let go of those entire divisions and then move those responsibilities onto our social media managers. And what we saw from that is our social media managers took more ownership.
Yeah, more responsibility.
And put more responsibility into it. They own the accounts more. And so we've seen better results doing that overall. So the social media managers, they review the content. They also write the captions. We have really good prompts that we use for AI to help with that as well now.
Question with the captions. I heard that like if you use ChatGPT, it could penalize you. Is there any, do you know anything about, no? Okay.
No,
How the fuck would I know anyways?
No,
Someone was telling me that.
there, no.
That's a myth, but
Okay. Mythbusters. Gotcha. Okay.
So right now in 2025, our goal is 1 million followers for Mike. He's at 176, we'll call it.
Yeah.
How does he get to 1 million followers? I'd imagine you'd seen some of his content, absorbed it a little bit, seen the reels, seen the styles that we've posted. What would you give as far as like a blueprint?
Let me give him a little preface though.
Yep.
Bro, we don't talk about sales at all. Fucking,
why not?
Once or twice. To me, it's like very cliche. It's like, to me, it's like Andy Elliott, Grant Cardone. To me, it's just like so fucking cliche. And there's way more hardcore closers than me. Door to door, car salesman. In this online world, dude, I told Ty, man, you put me up against the best motherfucker on the planet. I'd chew his fucking face. For working with personal brands that have an offer, that have an audience, that have a high ticket item, dude, I would fuck off anybody.
I mean, my viewpoint of the why is the people that are jumping into our program are not the struggling salesman at Honda. No. The struggling salesman at AT&T. Yeah, it's people who are stuck in the rat race.
What a high ticket skill set.
They're confused.
It's a new opportunity.
It's a new
opportunity.
Yeah,
exactly.
Existing salespeople.
So what gets their attention?
Lifestyle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why we create the lifestyle.
So it's entertainment, it's lifestyle, it's fucking doing dumb shit like spending $50K at Louis Vuitton. And then in there, one for every 3 posts, we do I'm on a podcast and it's mindset
you're giving
shit.
Game. Yeah.
But it's not about sales. It's like mindset.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to quit too. I know you want to quit, but I need to pull it out of you. Like I'd be on some shit like that.
Yeah.
And someone's like, this guy looks like my crazy uncle.
It creates curiosity.
My crazy uncle's in prison. This guy has a couple Lamborghinis. Like, let me see what he's about.
Yeah. But it creates that curiosity because it's like, how the fuck does this guy make all this money? Then they go in the funnel.
Yep.
Then they see like, damn, hold on. His head's screwed on right. He actually knows what he's talking about. And there's some technical game behind this. And then what's crazy is I've heard the rule too, where let's say you want to charge someone 10 grand, every hour of content they watch, it's equivalent to $1,000 that they'd be willing to pay. We've heard that?
Nah, hold on.
Yeah.
So if they watch the hour, that's equivalent to 1,000?
Yeah. If they watch 10 hours, it'd be someone willing to pay you 10 grand. I've heard that. But we break that rule by so many barriers because people are watching a 60-second, 30-second even ad, DMing, sales team is getting them on, spending an hour on the phone, giving them reality. Then a 1 hour Zoom call happens, and then they're paying 10 grand by watching a 30 to 60 second video.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
Well, that's what starts the process, right?
Yeah.
But then they spent all the rest of the time on the phone, due diligence,
Getting
on the
reality,
Zoom call.
and
touch points.
Our guys are here. They're on Zoom, showing them the cars and the whole shenanigans. But
when I was out there, I saw one of your guys had a laptop, and he was like,
Showing-
showing me
Yeah.
we're walking around.
We do this, motherfucker.
No,
We're gonna look.
Yeah.
Fucking rental right there.
Yeah.
so how does he get to 1 million followers?
Mhm. Yeah. So one,
Well, the obvious answer is sign up with him. What the fuck?
Yeah.
one, it's amazing because what you just said, you're not targeting salespeople. Like you're
No.
targeting people who want to make money in some
Correct.
way. And that is everyone basically. So you have a really broad audience and reach.
Yeah.
That's going to have it make a lot more sense for you to get a lot more views and go more broad with your content. So the entertainment stuff does work really well. The lifestyle components that you're really showing. So our approach, if we were to come in, is we're going to do a deep dive analysis of all the content that you've ever created. And then we're really going to hone in of the content that's performed the best
Yeah.
and then study that. I'll even upload all of the videos and transcripts into ChatGPT
Damn.
and then ask ChatGPT to give us all the patterns through that top performing
Damn.
content. So we can use that for analysis of coming up with more content strategy.
Son of a bitch.
Then you could use ChatGPT to be like, all right, also identify our ideal customer profile. I have prompts for it, and it feeds you just crazy data of demographic, age range, interests, what
Son
they
of a
like,
bitch.
their job, career, income, all that. And once ChatGPT knows who you're targeting, we also have another prompt. We create a brand identity document for you. We feed that to ChatGPT. So now it knows your brand identity. It knows who you're targeting. It knows all of your top performing content. And then we can start to use that to feed us more ideas based on your top winners that are going to be similar. And it's pretty killer what it gives you.
Oh fuck me.
So that's one process. Another that we do is we have a couple tools that we use to go out there and find just top performing content on the internet that's relatable to your brand. And then it's like remixing winners. We want to model and innovate. Don't copy and paste. Don't do the same shit.
Yeah.
But model and innovate. Like use that. Pay attention to the framework, the type of content, the hook they use. Make it your own. Right. And so our team will put together a database of that. And then we'll send you over hooks that you could use that would apply to your brand and ideas like script outlines. So now we're going off of proven data of proven viral content versus just trying to make stuff up that may perform. Right. And that's those are two big pillars of the strategy.
Damn.
And we continue to lean in. And then sub accounts allow us to post a lot more content, test a lot more data, find a lot more winners. All the sub accounts, minimum 1,200 posts a month, up to 3,000.
Son of a bitch.
We're driving all that traffic back to your main socials and to your offers. And then your approach is let's go more broad. Let's do like the entertainment, lifestyle, inspirational stuff on the top end.
We got
And then
midget
let's make
strippers.
sure that all that's pixeled inside of the business manager and retarget it with ads. Those retargeting ads is what gets them into your sales process. And then on the organic content, we can also be pushing and driving lead magnets as well. So they're signing up for this free VSL or free training or free whatever to get them in your sales funnels.
Yeah, Ty was really good about that. So we kicked it with him one day,
Yeah.
and he was talking about. So one of the things he did, he would find literally a viral piece of content that's 100% viral. We know it's viral.
Yeah.
He had a certain term for it. Let's just say it's a 30-second short form.
Yeah.
You know, there was something when the
It's like a
guy was
reaction
uploading to the TSA or the baggage
It's like-
claims, and then he jumps in. Cut. Now he jumps in.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy, right? Would you do that? And now he's positioning it.
Yeah,
And that
gives us
viral's already,
reaction.
you know, if you want to see how to get free luggage too, DM me the word travel.
Yeah, or
And that would
comment
go to his
travel.
mini chat. And that shit would just slay. It would serve him short form. Then there'd be some sort of follow up to book a call or some shit or join the mansion or
Yeah,
something.
he'd have them comment on the video. Comment the word TSA, and I'll send you the 5 best places to travel in the world,
Yeah.
or some shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah. The ones that Ty does is usually like, it's really quick. A lot of the time he'll like laugh about it or whatever.
Yeah,
The reason that works for him is because his brand.
of
Like
course.
everyone knows,
Yeah. He's the
at least
marketing
in our
guy.
space, like
Everybody knows
he's
that
got a
motherfucker.
huge brand. If they don't follow him, they've seen his face before. Like they know
100%.
who he is. And so I wouldn't necessarily recommend that strategy for you.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
or for most people. Like Ty Lopez has a brand that's up there with Grant Cardone and Gary Vee and whatever,
sure.
because they were first movers.
For sure.
They were the guys that were creating content back in 2012, 2011.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. And so yeah, you know, I would take that with a grain of salt.
Okay. He can break some of the rules and get away with it.
Yep.
My friends told me, don't create content that you like, create content that your followers like. Because again, that gets the more engagement, and the more engaged your page is, the more recommended it would be on the For You, or, you know, your Reels page or whatever like that. A lot of people create content that they like, that they think is good, but they're not paying attention to the data of like the highest levels of engagement. So that's where they're kind of missing the mark.
Yep. You also mentioned earlier controversy.
Yeah.
I love, like, one thing that I love about the content that I've seen from you is you'll lean in. You know,
like a
you like
motherfucker.
controversy, polarization,
conflict.
like,
Yeah, curiosity.
You lean into that, which is huge. Polarization and controversy help. The algorithm rewards polarization. You know, it's like when there's debate, when people don't disagree, that's the content that really crushes. So another thing that we can do is with, like, ChatGPT.
So he knows.
It's gotten so good over the last, I'd say 4 to 6 months. I've been using it since it came out and was like widely known in 2022. But really the last 6 months, like, it's gotten crazy good. And with what I broke down earlier, when we have your ideal client profile, your brand analysis, all your top performing content, and we feed it, like, we want to create ChatGPT as a second brain for your company. Like, we want to feed it your website, the trainings, just all the marketing material we can. And it's going to know you. It's going to know you and your company better than you do. You know, it becomes like the new executive.
Yeah, just feed it all the data.
Chart. Yeah,
and it organizes all the fucking data.
We can then use that and then ask it prompts. Like, there's types of polarizing content that we've seen work really well, and so we can like feed those into ChatGPT and say, hey, we want to do this with Mike. Give me 100 polarizing headline hooks that matches the brand and speaks to the ideal client profile that we can use for the content.
Sleeping on that.
And dude, it feeds you.
That was $1 million.
Okay.
It feeds you great stuff.
Podcast over.
Okay. Send the invoice, Logan.
Yeah.
Fuck. Damn, man. I don't think y'all understand what the hell he's talking about, man. I'm telling you right now. That's some very progressive. You give away a lot of shit, bro.
Yeah.
You gave away a lot of bars, bro.
Well, you know, we tell people exactly what to do. If you want us to do it for you, we're here.
Yeah.
Okay.
How much you charge, bro? Because I know you're a premium product, and obviously you have a very niche clientele that you work with.
Yeah.
Like what are, like, overview, just.
Yeah. Overview, you know, we've like tweaked and tested with their pricing. And so I'm hesitant to say it on content and then 6 months later it's different.
Okay.
That's happened to us. We're held to things. Happy to go through it after, but we have a management fee monthly that just covers our payroll. And then we're largely performance based. And we
that was a change you made.
Yep.
Yeah, performance based. Okay.
Yeah, we're largely performance based now. That's why for a long time we had the up to 1 billion views guaranteed. And when we're doing that, it's like it kind of misconstrued expectations. Like Dan Bozarian is someone that we're doing some work with. I mentioned him earlier. Like, he would get a 1 billion view guarantee. Chris Bumstead would get a 1 billion view guarantee. Like the biggest.
Who's Chris? I know that name.
He's the
Mr. Olympia.
Mr. Olympia.
Like, Jack guy.
Oh yeah. Oh, of course.
Hair
He's from Canada.
Yeah.
So like the top level brands, we would guarantee.
We got some clients, man. Shit.
Yeah, we would guarantee them 1 billion views. But other people would come in and we would guarantee 50 million or 70 million or whatever based on their brand and where they're at.
Sure.
And it created just like misaligned expectations.
Sure.
So that's why we changed that. And now our offer is, hey, we'll rapidly scale your socials. Basically all of our clients, we're generating somewhere between 5 million to 100 million plus views a month. And we do it with performance-based pricing and satisfaction guaranteed or your money back. And so the way that it works is we have a monthly management fee to cover payroll costs. It's pretty minimal overall compared to the deliverables that we're providing. And then it's largely performance-based through CPMs, which is the cost per 1,000 views. And again, we're charging, depends on the brand and the package, but anywhere between 20 cent to $3 CPMs compared to ads, which are usually like, it's rare to even say 10. It's usually $15 to $25 CPMs, right? And then we'll also put a capped budget to where, let's say we crush it and we generate 70 million views a month. and your CPM cap stops at 30 million, like we're not going to keep charging you. So just it gets cheaper.
Why is it called CPM when is it
It's
because the
weird.
1 in the V makes an M? Or no, that doesn't even
No,
make sense.
it's
Like, why is it
I've-
CP?
I don't know. It's a good
Yeah.
question for ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Okay, so a couple more things, man. What about like copycats? There got to be some fucking, what do they call them? Some sharks. They're like, oh, I see what that Logan's doing, and we
Yeah,
want to
let
rip
me
off
go.
this whole
All right,
shit.
I'm the media.
I'm the
scaling
media
guy now.
scale
Yeah,
2.0.
Sure. Let's play.
That's like-
Are they coming? The copycats?
Oh yeah, there's people coming. There's people who have swiped our entire like website,
System.
funnel, marketing, and the thing is like
The
what we do
delivery.
is really hard.
Yeah.
For our average client has a team of somewhere around. I mean, there's fractional roles and there's fully dedicated people to
Right.
clients as well. But like if we're including fractional and dedicated people, each client has a team somewhere between like 12 to 20 people
Yeah.
Wow.
behind them. The first client that we brought on, we immediately hired 12 people.
I
their
heard
second-
something about that.
Yeah, our second year in our second month in business, we were already over 20 people for our first 2 clients because it's very operationally, it's very labor intensive to
Right.
do what we do. And so good luck competing. A lot of players have
Come on
come
now.
in and want to do it and they don't know how to do this at scale. We
That's the
have
part.
we have an executive team, we have world-class talent. We've really dialed in our systems, training, multiple tiers of management. We have a training process for every role in the company where people, it depends on the role. Like our editors have a 7 to 14 day training period before they ever go live on client accounts. Our team leaders have up to 3-month training period before they ever go live on client accounts.
You
We
got
have recruitment
training.
systems in place. We built the
Yeah.
brand. We have a
Let's
big
go.
talent pool to
Let's
pull
go.
from.
Do you have an
Like-
office? Physical?
No, we're fully remote.
So the training is
Wow.
it's like a video platform,
Yep.
or is it like like SOPs or both?
It's a video platform, SOPs, and then a shadowing system.
How much
so-
are you in there on the videos versus your partner?
My partner is very heavily focused on the back end
Oh,
operation.
see, he's
Yeah.
a track to character.
Yeah. I'm the face.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
out
crazy.
here like doing content like this.
You and your partner, your best friend, you guys
Spencer.
break a rule, and the rule is not all friends
Oh,
make good business partners,
I
but all
disagree.
good business partners.
We're
make
good
great
business partners, but I
friends.
can't fucking stand him.
That's a good saying.
Like, we're like that's not even my friend.
Yeah,
It's
have
weird.
you heard that before? So not all friends make good business partners, but all business partners make great friends.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys break
Yeah.
that rule.
100%.
in a good
well,
way.
Not really, because like
Oh, he's
business partners make great friends,
Yeah.
right? So we are great friends.
See,
It's required. Like, yeah, you're not going to have. It's just like it's like marriage. You know, it's. I look at but whether that's something that you want or not. Like I'm married, and I look at my wife as my co-founder of life. You know, it's like
Mhm.
imagine starting a business. Like a business is marriage. You know, a business partner is like a type of marriage, in a
hell.
way.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you don't like that person, or you guys like don't really get along and vibe, it's not going to work.
It's crazy.
No,
we spend
you-
more
you have
time
to-
with each other than our wives.
Oh, no
yeah.
doubt.
No.
But you,
No,
you have to have
literally.
a partner on the same page, dude.
You have to.
Or you
100%.
guys are going to dread each other.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to push the wagon, she's trying to push the wagon. One's holding it back. We're going. It's just not going to work,
Yeah.
dude.
100%.
For real.
I know
Okay,
we,
couple more things. Anything else that we should know about the media scaling? Any other bars? Anything about that? I want to hear some other shit. I want to hear about like your routine and
yeah.
what a day to day looks like. But anything else before we kind of transition out here?
I'd just say just like, you know, don't shortcut it. Don't go out there and it's not just volume. And so if you go out there and you try and just hire like some cheap editors to do this, you don't give them guidance, systems, whatever, and they start posting a bunch of shitty content, it's
Yeah.
not going to work,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You need to have quality.
Yeah.
You need world-class team. They need accountability. They need leadership to drive this. And so don't shortcut it. The other thing is we've talked on a lot of the approach for personal brands. We also help 8 to 10 figure consumer brands. So these are like e-com, software companies, media
Mhm.
networks, et cetera.
Yeah.
And with them, we can build an army of UGC creators and influencers to create content for them.
Hold on. Say
So-
that again. What do you say? UTC?
UGC stands for user generated content. So
Okay.
if you're, it's especially big in e-commerce, big e-com brands will have their customers create content for them for free products or for discounts or whatever.
Oh yeah,
Like
that's a term. UGC.
unboxing,
Yeah, that's,
unboxing videos.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, there's been
Okay.
business studies done that shows like consumers have up to 60 something % more trust when they see user generated content of a customer. It's like,
Mm.
Yeah.
it's like
yeah,
Amazon, it's customer
Yeah, yeah.
reviews versus the business. Like a product listing on Amazon.
yeah.
They can tell you, yeah, this is going to be great. But you go to the reviews and you see what customers say.
Right.
UGC is basically that same thing in content.
They've been talking about UGC recently.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, tracking on that.
So that's the approach. And we can basically do everything we've been talking about, but through an army of creators and influencers.
Tell us about that, the influencers.
Brands. Yep.
Like you tap in influencers and you position a brand. That's the service you provide?
Get them brand deals.
So WAP.com. Have y'all heard of WAP?
Yeah, we know them, bro. They send us tequila.
We use WAP.
Who's our guy over there?
We had a couple. Joseph.
Okay. So WAP is like, I was at their office 2-3 weeks ago.
New York?
In New York, yeah.
These motherfuckers told us to pull up. We should pull up.
Yeah. They got us those swords.
Yeah.
It's sick. They're killing it. And I know like Brett is the podcast, Brett Malinowski, the 2.1 billion views podcast that you watch a bunch of times. He's their CMO. Like he came on.
Up.
Yeah. He's leading all their marketing.
No shit.
So he got me plugged in. I know one of the co-founders, Cam, Brett, a lot of the team who built their new content reward system is what they're calling it.
Yeah.
And we just set up.
Oh yeah.
They're clipping, right?
It's for clipping. But honestly, like for personal brands,
they were like 25 cents per 1,000 views.
They're trying to pitch that to us.
Yeah. For the thing is, for personal brands, for you to charge 25 cents per 1,000 views and have clippers come in, you have to be ultra viral. It's like, you gotta, they launch with Drake and Party Next Door. It's like, yeah, you're going to go viral with that real quick. But if it's someone who's not ultra viral, people are not going to make money and they're not going to continue doing that. So with personal brands, like the consistency is really important. The quality is important. Having some level of retainer for the team to continue to do it, even if they don't go viral within the first week, is really important. And so that's why I still strongly believe sub-accounts is the best way to go for personal brands. But what WAP has really revolutionized is the approach for consumer brands, because they've made it way easier to build this army of creators and influencers. The old model is a lot of influencers, they have talent agents or managers.
Yeah.
All they do is shop brand deals. They plug it together. The talent agent will take 15, 20%. And then the brands want to hop on a call with the influencer or get all the screenshots of their demographics and data and all this. And then they do like a contract and they'll test out 2 videos for a flat payment and whatever. There's a lot of friction.
Yeah.
With what WAP has created with content rewards is now we can work with the brand. We're launching a content rewards right now for a company called Claims Hero. And there's a big class action lawsuit that came out where if you play video games for 10 hours a week or more at any point over the last 5 years, you may be entitled to thousands of dollars.
All right, come on, Danny.
Fill out this form. Like that's it.
Yeah.
It's a crazy offer. And we're paying creators and influencers $4 CPMs to create content around it. And so we're going to these big influencers.
Wow. Okay.
And now it's like the big influencers, they could get paid $4,000 for one video that hits 1 million views. And a lot of influencers are doing that like clockwork in the video gaming, streaming space, whatever. And there's no contract involved. There's no talent agent that's taking 15, 20% fees a part of it.
Wow.
And so we're building these recruitment systems. We also have networks to where they can come in. We just give them the guidelines, the content. They create it, they submit it, and then they can get paid immediately. And then WAP has it set up to where once they submit the content and it's approved, it's sending payouts every hour.
No shit.
So they're getting paid real time.
So are you involved with that? Or is that just WAP's?
So we set this up and we're now WAP's top agency partner for this.
I love that.
So their enterprise clients that are coming in, we're going to be the fulfillment partner to help really scale it up and doing some early stage deals with them.
I see. So if you see my stuff, dude, okay, so a year and a half ago, I was like, fuck this, man. We have business, we have systems, we have processes, we have offers, we have a team, we got HR, org board, metrics on every damn thing. It's all tracked. When we linked, I was like, fuck, I'm about to become famous now. I'm going to be famous. If we go downtown, bro, you'd be like, I'm Michael Jackson, 50 Cent, all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker fly, everything. So what I did, I started positioning myself with the influencers. Been hanging out with fucking dancing ass Dan Rue. He's staying night at my house like every other week, kicking it. Bandman Kevo, Johnny Dang. And we just kind of just hit them up. I met Dan Rue at a car show. I was introduced to Bandman, and then we fucking hit up Johnny Dang from Dan Rue. we're like, we'll buy a couple grills, and just getting positioned with those cats, bro. It's
helped.
been
Sure.
it's been a lot of money too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
So-
Yeah. It's collaboration. You know.
So right now for you, what's for your personal brand? Because you're the face.
Yeah.
What's your goal for this year?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are the goals, man?
Yeah. The goals for us is we're much less about a specific audience number per se, because it matters less than it used to. And it's
Mhm.
also up to this point and kind of still, the lead flow is not the issue or constraint for us. It's more so the fulfillment. And so that's like we still have never spent. We did some low budget retargeting, but like we've still really spent very minimally on marketing because enough lead flow is constantly coming in through podcasts, word of mouth referrals, and the organic content I already create. And so we're not in a spot yet to where like I even want to scale.
Yeah, I heard you talk about your wait list and all that.
Yeah. There's always like some level of a wait list. We're very operationally intensive, which is why it's like we have to hire a lot of people and constantly be training, constantly have a pipeline of new team members coming on board for launching with their clients. And then we're scaling very strategically. And you know, we want to continue to compound year over year. So if we're growing, like we had close to 4x growth from last year from year over year growth. And if we keep a cadence like that, we're going to be a massive company real quick. That's the goal. And then the vision for media scaling is to build this into the #1 marketing firm in the world.
Hell yeah. That's not what I'm fucking talking about.
When I say the #1 marketing firm in the world, that's 30, 50 years out. And this is what I'm going to continue to do. Like we're not here for a short term. We're not looking to exit. We're going to build this into a massive
to get that
company.
$1 billion offer.
Dog, I was saying that right now. I was like, Logan, what's next for you? That exit, motherfucker. Shit.
Yeah. So I have studied a lot of history's greatest founders who have built multi-billion-dollar companies. And one common pattern is that they stay focused on one thing for decades.
Yeah.
Keep the main thing.
And a lot of the time they regret selling after, because then it's like,
cash flow
unless you have a new opportunity in front of you that's a much bigger opportunity, you shouldn't sell, because then it's like, what else are you going to do? And the hardest part of building a business is starting, right? And so if you're planning on founding something else, it's like you already did the hard work. And when you stay solely focused on one business, the growth is compounding. It's like you look at Warren Buffett, majority of his wealth was built after he was 65 because of compound growth. You look at Tesla, majority of the enterprise value has been built in the last 5 years because of the compound growth. They've been in it for decades though. And so that's what's going to happen with media scaling as well. And as long as I love it, like why would I want to do anything else? That's my mindset. I'm gonna make more money staying tunnel vision focused and building media scaling than spreading my focus thin and trying to do multiple different businesses or being like, all right, this has been fun. Now I want to move on to the next thing. It just doesn't make sense. And so with our core offer, I truly believe it'll build us to 100 million plus, and then we'll get to $1 billion plus through acquisitions. But that's our map and plan.
Fuck yeah. That's okay, big. So a couple more things to do. Tell us about like your routine, bro. What's the day-to-day like?
I wake up, chug water, go to the gym.
What time do you wake up?
7:30.
Damn, bro, why so late, man? Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I woke up at 5 a.m. for about 2 years.
Yeah.
And then when my wife and I moved in together, she stays up later. So we kind of like met in the middle on our schedules. And when I started waking up around 7, I just felt better. Like my body, like sleep chronotypes are a real thing. You know, sleep chronotypes is basically different people respond better to different sleep schedules. And I just have felt better waking up around 7 and waking up around 5.
Wait till you have a baby.
So you wake up, chug the water, hit the gym,
work out for about an hour. If I have time, I'll hit the sauna as well, come back and then start work. I deep work for ideally the first 3 hours of the day.
You have a team huddle with your juniors?
Not at the start. I do all my meetings. I do my best. There's exceptions, but I do my best to keep meetings 12 p.m. and later.
Really?
Because I do my best work in the morning. And so I still, with my role currently, there's still a lot of creative work that I do. And it's by far the best when I do it in the morning. So when I'm at the gym, I'm like responding to Slacks, I'm catching up on email. So it's not like I'm leaving people in the dark. And then I get back and I have that 2-3 hour window I throw my phone in another room.
Damn.
I turn off notifications. I zone in and I get a lot of work done. I tap into a flow state every time I do this, you know, and you get a lot of work done. And then I start taking meetings 12 and later. I'm still doing some sales calls for higher level opportunities.
Yeah.
And then it's just a lot of management through the team at this point. I'll usually take meetings, and then between meetings, I have other tasks that come up and Slack messages, emails, et cetera. And I usually wrap up work around, depends on it. Sometimes I'll work till like 9 p.m. I'd say on the average day, I usually work until about 7 p.m.
Yeah.
My wife gets home, we eat, watch Netflix for an hour, hang out, go to bed, start again.
Do it all over again.
Read every night before I go to bed.
What are you reading right now?
Right now, I'm reading Confessions of an Advertising Man by David Ogilvy, one of the greatest advertisers of all time.
Okay, we're gonna have to check that out. Okay,
Yeah,
it's been pretty good. It's like I'm in the advertising agency business, so it makes a lot of sense for my business model. He talks just about advertising, you know, getting clients, keeping clients, like that process. But yeah, I've been on a big kick of autobiographies and biographies lately. I listen, and then all the time in the background, we're still like investing in courses, and I'm always listening to a course that we've invested in, or a podcast or an audiobook
in the background
at all times for when I'm like getting ready in the morning.
I do that.
Shower.
Straight up.
I don't listen to music at the gym. I'm listening to knowledge.
I love that.
And then in the evening at night, brushing my teeth, like every chance I get
I love that.
in the car. Yeah.
So Tony Robbins has a term for that. It's called net development.
Yep.
No extra time.
Yep.
Dude, I know for a fact, bro, I had to do the most personal development at one point in California. It's impossible.
Yeah.
I'll go to sleep to it. I'll shower to it. It would play 24/7.
Yeah.
I'm not just sitting there taking notes. It would just fucking, I'd pump into my psyche 24/7.
It's a competitive edge.
100%, dude.
Yeah.
So what about like social time, free time? You hang out with entrepreneurs, you and your wife hanging out, like who are you kicking it with?
Yeah. I say like the last podcast I did earlier today, he asked what do you feel makes you, what's your competitive edge? And my answer was my obsession. Like I'm obsessive about what I do in work. My brain never turns off. I work a lot and I love to work. It's like Saturdays for many years now, I strictly do no calls, no meetings, and I deep work for the entire day unless I'm traveling. And it's not just because it helps me get ahead, but it's also, there's not many other things I'd rather do than work. Like I really enjoy it. And I look at it like when I say deep work, I'm talking about working on like the big projects, the big tasks, the things that with your current team, like you can't delegate yet, that really massively moves the needle. And I get like, let's say I get 2 hours of deep work per day done between Monday and Friday. That's 10 hours total. If I deep work on a Saturday, I also get another 10 hours. It literally doubles my week, you know, and it's a massive edge. So I work every Saturday. Sunday, my wife, you know, we go to church, and then I'll spend it with family or whatever. Most of the time, if there's like something that's more urgent priority, I'll still work Sundays too. I've never felt any burnout. I've gone like periods of time, like months at a time, no days off. And I've never felt anything like that.
I don't believe in burnout.
I think work-life balance is something broke people say.
We agree with you 100%.
Yeah, it doesn't exist if you're going to be a top performer in whatever it is that you do. And I'm not a big hangout guy.
Okay, so you're not like in Hollywood making it rain with fucking Lil Wayne or no shit like that?
No.
Okay, fuck.
Okay.
Yeah. Read you wrong, bro. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not a hangout guy. It's like it's very uncommon to just like have people over, hang out, whatever. It's like I always want to.
You're creating, bro.
Next, yeah.
Yeah. That's the phase.
You're obsessed, man. You know, like so. You didn't come from a family of entrepreneurs. You did not come from a family of entrepreneurs. Most of y'all did not come from a family of entrepreneurs. I didn't come from a family. I believe that I learned this from Ed Milet. It was at Russell Brunson's deal. Must have been 2-3 years ago. He's like, every now and then in a generation, the one comes. Oh, you seen that shit? He killed that damn thing. I was in the fucking audience crying and everything.
When I was working with Manny, we had him come as a speaker for one of the events that we did. Same presentation. Dude, literally people in the audience were crying.
He was talking about his dad and all that.
Yeah, his dad.
It was crazy. I need to go find that. I'm gonna copy that.
Yeah, amazing. Profound,
right? So he was like, every now and then in a lineage, the one comes. Like we know the name Jordan today, but what was the name Jordan 200 years ago. Or, you know, we know Trump and, you know, we know his dad was successful.
Rockefeller, Vanderbilt.
Those names are going to live forever.
Yeah.
So I know when I was born, I was the one. I know when you're the one. Not we're better, superior. But both my grandmas both grew up on dirt floors on both sides, Vietnamese and Mexican. I know my great-great-grandkids ain't going to live on no damn dirt floors. Okay.
Mm-mm.
So I feel like every now and then there's certain gifts that people are given. Some people have certain superpowers. Some people are incredible at cooking. Some people are incredible at fitness or wrestling. Some people are incredible at entrepreneurship. And it happens every Thanksgiving to this day. We've been at this over a decade. My aunts will still tell me, like, don't you ever like stress? Like you're not, like you don't have the safety, or like, how could you ever do that? I could never do that. So I want to be a present dad. I am a present dad, a present father, a present husband, a present family member. But dude, it's not rare for me to be on the balcony on Thanksgiving at my aunt's house on a phone.
Yep.
And my foot's just fucking tapping. And my aunt's like, is he okay? And my wife's like, he's very much okay. I love this shit, bro.
Yeah.
I love the game, bro.
Yeah.
No, we
It's
fell
a,
in love.
it's a game. When you start to look at it like a video game,
All this shit's a video game, bro.
Leveling up.
yeah, it's more
That's
fun.
what
Yeah,
it
so
is,
we
man.
follow Wise Consulting, and Wise Consulting says life is a game,
Mhm.
and it consists of 3 elements: freedom, barriers, and purpose. Freedom, let's just say Pac-Man. I can go up, down, left, right. Barriers, what are the barriers? The ghost. The barriers, what is the purpose? Eat all the dots, go to the next level. Grand Theft Auto, freedom, go steal a car, don't steal a car. Go get the block, don't get the block. Barriers, the police, the opposition. Purpose, control the block. It's all a game. This is all to me, this is all a game.
Mhm.
And the person that figures out truth and operates on the truth, the principles of the game, fucking wins. You know what I mean? Okay, cool, man. So shit, man. I had a really good time.
Yeah,
I know
was
you came
dope.
down. I know you're super busy. I know this is your second freaking interview, bro.
How do people get connected?
yeah,
Where do they find you?
So thank you for coming down.
Yeah, thank
And,
you.
Yeah, of course.
bro.
Thanks for
I'm
having
telling you, we you know, we got all the receipts, man. You know, we may not be doing grants numbers yet, old ass motherfucker, but bro, we do some of the biggest numbers in the space. You, my friend, have been a huge impact on myself, on John, on our audience, on our entire business. When I say I've seen your videos, the same video dozens of times, obsessed, and I have SOPs like with your picture in it, and you don't even know it, you've had a huge impact on us, bro.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So thank you for paying it forward. Thank you for coming in today. Thank you for, blessing our audience and our live audience, man. And John, you're about to say, how do people tap in? How do people find you, man?
How do people tap in, and where do they connect with you?
Yeah, I'm on socials, Logan Forsyth. I just started YouTube and have weekly videos coming out that deep dive into a lot of what we talked about, social media and brand growth. So it's a great place to check out. We have a social media weekly email newsletter. So you're always on top, like what we talked about, algorithm updates, trends, what's working the best. It's at scalingedgenews.com. And then our company is mediascaling.com. So if you're 8 to 10 figure consumer brand, personal brand, and you want us to scale you to 5 to 100 million plus views per month, performance-based, guaranteed results, that's the place to go. And then on mediascaling.com, we have a lot of free resources as well. We have a free course called Billion View Secrets.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, we have hundreds of viral hook frameworks, our posting scheduler, our content quality checklist that creates great quality content, different editing trainings, and it's really, really good information, completely free. So you can get access to that at mediascaling.com/secrets.
My guy.
Let's get it.
All right, guys. So that is a wrap. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Logan, thank you once again, man. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, drop a comment. We're going to put all of his socials and his links and all that good stuff. Tap in with my guy or tap out. Until the very next time, man. I'm Mike Barron with my dog, jonpena. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Peace.
Peace. My guy, man. Come on now. Let's go, baby.